eftir að haga þig svo inn með þenni.
Þetta er 80! Það er að gefa nú að það?
Nei.
Það er ekki?
Það er sem að skora.
Það er verið 12.
Já.
Það er búið að draga. Ok.
Þeir má ekki að spila, þeir þarf að borga.
Já.
Nei, ég man þá...
Nei, ég læt matta på það eftir þegar förum. Þú eru að þóla það þegar leiðin heim og stopp mig heimbaka. Líka að setja bókverdi á Dóra í vesend.
Hver er settur?
Hefur Rúna?
Já.
Já, nú leiðin. Er ykkur komanditors? Og Bæjari bara, og Agnar. Máni, Eliborg, Garðar, Vítor, Alexander Rúnar, Röstu Pétur, Helgi Bæ og Ingimar Bæ.
Sem ég skoraði áttum snett.
125.
Ég reyði bara með 4
Þá eru þetta
eitthvað 5 hálf eftir svona 2-5 með Við tökum einu úr Keflavik. Viss? Var þetta ekki heima eða eitthvað? Líka á 2 skorum til Húnavík. 2 skorum í röð. Var með Dóru, ég fór fram. Vorum fram sko. Ég opinn fyrst í fyrsta skipti sko. En þá, vissi ég svona boltan. Á fyrst skrætti og sér af. Sem stólið með. Á það tekið tegum. Þetta er pílur.
Ég held að það er
Æ, mamma sagði mér það. Æ, tiene que explotar en tu cara. ¿Qué pasó?
Rúna litli móminn!
Náttúran kallaði
Jæja. Þá búið að draga við, já.
Strikk og svo gíðið það sjálfsett.
Við erum live, þannig að það er... Veit ekki hvort það sé sko... Spjald 1, þannig, það er Alex Máni og Hella og Ingibjörg skrifar. Á borðið 2 við hliðina á Alexander og Kalli skrifar, Týri, Þröstur og Pétur og ég skrifa og orðið Sigurður, Anna, Garðar og Vítor og Ægir skrifa. Þeir sem komast áfram skrifa.
Já.
Takkið hennar ítir einu sinni til að...
Það er takkin held ég.
Setur inn.
Hvað henduðu þið viljið? Svo röktu að bótt.
Þetta er bara bæðið í einu.
Það
verður alltaf svo mörg tónn átt í hjá okkur að það er eins gott að velja þetta. Það ekki þetta?
Já.
Svo erum við að lappa hérna með henni. Já.
Áfram Grindavík.
Venjulegt. Klárir, heads eða tails? Heads. Heads kom upp. Six starts and then throw for the ball. Tröstur to throw for the ball. Pétur wins the ball. Best of 5 legs. Iman. 100. 100. 60. 32. 85. 49. 'No score. Game shot. 9. 125. 100. 66. 100. 100.
22. 25. 85. 70. 79. game shot. 100. 41. 22. 30. 139. 47. 100.
21. nästa åt en halvtimme.
Já, þú meina það? Það meina að það er það.
Læfla.
Já, það er öfnir svona já, sem er svona
Apologies for that, guys. We're just suffering a bit of technical difficulties there. We are about to stream to the first quarter final of this week's event, featuring Karl Helgi Jonsson, who, of course, a couple of weeks ago fighting that superb 164 finish as he reached the final 2 weeks ago. And I think this young lady here is doing a comical impression of Vitor Chiru with the mustache and the shirt. Johnson versus Magnus Dottir as we look to set this quarter-final match up and running. Still the best of 5 legs in format up until the final, where the format will go up to the best of 7. Last week, of course, we've seen Matthias Fredriksson clinch the Live Darts Iceland ranking title. Before that, it was Vitor Chiru who won the event prior to that. So, can we see a new winner on the Live Darts Iceland stream? Karl Helgi Jonsson is definitely a candidate for that. He reached the final a couple of weeks ago when he lost out to Vitor Chiru, the Portuguese player. So it's going to be another interesting event. Sorry about the late addition to the commentary. I was having a bit of technical difficulty with my PC, so I'm happy to be back in the commentary box as always on Live Darts Iceland. Very slow start to this one. Carl Helge Jonsson finds the treble 20 there. Ingeborg switches to the treble 19. I'm not very good at pronunciation of some of these Icelandic names, but this one really is a challenge for me. I'm sure I'll get better as the weeks go on. He's looking to get the 133 there, but just the 57. Carl will look to sort of get into this leg, get a bit of rhythm going, but finds the treble with the last dart. 81 leaves 270. Leaves by 36. 46, should I say. Yeah, it's not a very good start to this one. A bit of a gilt-edged start from the pair here. Carl piles into treble 20. Leave a ton to Garrettell to finish, but just the 85. But he has got a bit of breathing space here in this leg. Lovely treble 20 there. Room for more. Just over the top. 85 back in reply. So Carl will be looking to put some impetus on this 185. Look to leave a steady finish, but it's just a 45. But it is a finish. Ingeborg will be looking to leave something tidy here. Needs a 60 at least. There's a 60. 142 plays 140, but Carl Helge Jonsson will have the first shot, and it's a lovely start. Another one of them will do. Oh, nice high 20 you'll see here. To leave tops. Puts massive pressure on this 142 because it has to go, really. Just to the left of that treble 20 into the treble 5. Just over the treble 20. That's 3 unlucky darts. 95 scored, but it's a very good 95 now. Carl Helge Jonsson wants tops just over the top. Just underneath that one. Now the Icelandic double 10. Inside. And a big chance for Ingeborg here. There's the 7. Leaves tops. Just over. Just underneath that one off the barrel, maybe. That's a big adjustment into the big 20. So Helge, double 5. There it is. Carl Helge Jonsson takes a 1-0 lead in this quarter-final. Against the darts. It's been a slow start to this quarter-final. A few results coming in from in and around the boards. Obviously, the last 16 just took place there. Vitor Chirua, a 3-1 win over Magnusson. Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson, as you've seen the live stream earlier on, a 3-1 victor over Ingi Marsen with a 74 average, so respectable averages there. Last week's winner, Matthias Fredriksson, he is currently 1-0 up against Gunnarsson on board number 4. So yeah, the tournament's sort of opening up. Tournament favourites, I'd say Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson, Vitor Chirua, and the man we're watching here, Carl Helge Jonsson there. The 3 players to look out for, but as you've seen in previous events, that anyone is capable of winning these events. Matti won last week, very, very steady performance. Vitor Chirua before that. I won't put it past them to meet in the final, actually, and that should be very interesting. Thanks as always for watching the stream. Don't forget to, whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, don't forget to share any comments, any feedback on how we can make the streams better for you. Just leave feedback in the comments, etc. And yeah, it's great to be bringing this to you on a weekly basis. The standard is creeping up. We're getting averaged constantly in the mid 70s to mid 80s, and the standard's only going to improve week on week. Obviously, this match in particular not really highlighting the uprising standard, but you can't really do it every single match. Helgi will be looking to leave a finish, but he's into the one there. Just the 41, only 185, so opens the door for another breaker throw here. 194. Lovely treble 20. Looking to follow that one. Yes. Maybe switch to the 18s here, perhaps, or just go straight for the 180. Is that in? I couldn't quite see. No, a lovely 140 to leave 54. Leaves the door ajar for another breaker throw. So Ingebjorg, 54 for another breaker throw and a level game. 43, maybe the 11s again, or that switch down to the 3. There we go, that leaves tops. Double top for a level game. Just over the top. Maybe a big ask here for Carl Helgi Jonsson, but it is still a finish. Is that the bull? 75 left, maybe the 17s. Leaves 58. So the double 18. That's 22 left. But before that, it's tops here for a level game and a break of throw just underneath. The Icelandic double is begging to be hit. Inside. I'm sure it was accidental that there from Carl Helgi as he drops his darts on the 1-minute flooring there. Double 11 to snatch it. A big adjustment needed here. And it's in. It's there. It's 2-0. Probably not deserved 2-0 lead, but you've got to capitalise on those missed doubles when the opportunity arises, and he's done just that. And now he moves one leg away from the semi-finals. A breaker throw looked to be on, especially with the 140 visit to lead 54. But she couldn't finish her chances off, and Carl Helgi said thank you very much and took his chance very well. We're looking to hold. He's looking to break the throw again, sorry, to win this match. There's a lot of darts to be thrown in between then and now. Finding the treble 20 with superb regularity here. Not as consistent as she'd like, but certainly finding the treble 20 a lot. Nice, straight, steady darts here. Just the 60 though, deserve more probably. The 246 should be looking to put a big hole in this 246. Great for 2 darts without finding trouble though. 6 scored. Carl Helgi needs a big one here and straight into treble 20 nicely, but then slipped into the treble 1. Still 83 scored. There's nothing really in this one, unless you can pile in a big score here to leave a 2-darter possibly. Not to be, just a 25 scored, just a 45. Leaves 141 though. But Carl Helgi Jonsson be looking to put a big dent in this 230. Just a 45 though. So 141 she needs. Just underneath the treble 20. Into the 5. Needs to switch probably here. No, she stays there. To leave 96 when she comes back. Because Carl Helgi isn't on a finish, of course. 185. And a big score and a vital treble 20 there. To leave 100. That was a very crucial last dart in the context of this match. Straight into treble 20, double 18 for a 96 finish. Inside. And I think Matthias Fredriksson's just won his match there in the background, his quarter-final match. Well, she just goes outside of the double 9 there to pull the score back to 2-1. I confirm that Matthias Fredriksson putting a fantastic display. A 3-0 victory over Gunnarsson with an 84 average, the highest average of the day. And Carl Helge Jonsson can see this match off here. He wants tops for a 3-0 victory and a place in the semi-finals. And it's there. Game shot in the match to Carl Helge Jonsson. Probably not deserved over the context of the game because she did put in a good game there. The average is not pretty, but it's a 3-0 one nonetheless. He hit his double superbly there. And yeah, Matthias Fredriksson, he won last week's event. He was a 3-0 victor in a great match with Gunnarsson. He only averaged 52. It wasn't a great performance from him personally. And yeah, they're on different they're in different halves of the draw as well. So it's going to be a very interesting tournament and very interesting couple matches to come here and on the live stream. We're back with you in a few minutes to talk you through the next match here on Darts Live Iceland. Don't forget to join the Darts Squad on Patreon. The website's there on screen now. We are also doing a signed Mark Webster Darts giveaway as well on with the YouTube subscribers when they hit 500. Currently on 72, so more than halfway there to achieving the target till we give away the signed Mark Webster Darts. A great prize. Thank you very much to Andrew Dugan and Geronimo Darts for joining the Darts Squad on Patreon already. With your help by signing up to Patreon, we of course bring these fantastic streams to you, and possibly in the future, maybe stream 2 boards at an event. The more support we receive, the better quality stream we can bring to you. And as you can see there, Vitor Chirua, the main man, not an imposter in this game. We're next up on the live stream against this young man. See now. With Manny Peterson, as he will take on Vitor Chirua in this third quarter-final clash of the evening. Vitor has been in superb form throughout 2018. Been a very exciting player to watch. He was eliminated early in the third Live Darts Iceland event last week. The event prior to that, he pretty much dominated the event. I think he had an overall tournament average of something like 89. So he's a superb talent, the Portuguese-born star, famous moustache, and he really has got the darts to back up the way we're talking about him. And a few last practice starts coming in before we'll bring this action live to you. So here we go, guys. Alex Manny Peterson against Vitor Chirua. The next quarter-final clash here on the live stream. I'm Tom Beresford, and I'll be talking you through the action in this one. Early start there from Alex, but I'm sure he'll be piling in the treble 20s later in this one. Focused Vitor Chirua will be looking to apply the pressure straight away. 57 to start things off. He's got a nice steady throw, this young man. A nice solid firm action. 95. He's right back in this one. And this will be an interesting battle. Now, as we're seeing from youngsters in the UK and etc. across the globe, that the players of a young age are playing so well, and the standard is getting so high from players as ages 10 plus. I mean, if you've seen over the weekend, Leighton Bennett, just 12 years old, went on to win the Cambridgeshire Open, defeating the likes of Ricky Evans, Reece Hayden. Some top PDC players were there that day, and just 12 years old, and he won £1,000 for his efforts. He's been in the national news throughout the last couple of days since winning the Cambridgeshire Open, and he has got a very bright future, and just 12 years old. Goes along with Bo Greaves, who's around the same age, who's been winning ladies titles, ladies senior titles, and we've seen Justin Van Zahal. He's just turned 18, but he's an established player now on the BDO circuit. He's the back-to-back Lakeside World Youth Champion. Jared Cole, of course, who applied his trade on the JDC circuit. He's more or less a full-time PDC professional now. So these kids are just getting better and better, and they're starting off younger and younger, it seems. And the systems like the JDC and other youth systems are so important for the growth of the sport and the future of the sport. And what Steve Brown and the JDC are doing is quite massive on a global scale as well, because we've got the JDC World Junior Darts Championships happening mid-December. We've got entrants from the USA. We've got entrants from all over the world coming over, and it's going to be absolutely superb. Gavin Nicol from the United States has just won the CDC Junior Tour, and he will be on his way to England, Bristol, England, in December for that one, alongside with 3 others. Conor Zaragoza and 2 other players from the CDC system will be coming to Bristol, and it's a great platform because the averages especially in the CDC, what I've been watching, they've been like 60s to 80s to 90s, and these kids are as young as 12, 13 years old, and the standard's getting better and better because the players are starting younger and coming up against players who are the same ability, who are playing very well. So to get better, you have to play against the best players, and that's what they're doing. And the JDC system highlights that because you've got players who are firing in 75 to 90 averages consistently, and you can't really play bad and win. So it's a great opportunity for these kids to grow mentally and through the natural talent as well, and great to see. Back to this one. Vitor behind in this leg. Can't take out the 135, so Alex Manny Peterson needs 94 to hold throw and take this first leg. 93, so he's treble 19. Just above that. So treble 14. Only leave 63. But Vitor has options here. 2020 bull would be the safe route, and he's gone that route. Same again for the bullseye. It's inside the 13, so 37 remaining. So Alex Money Peterson, possibly the 13 here, ideally treble. Well, the 17s will do. 46 left. Double 18 to take this first leg. Inside the 18. Vitor has a respite here. 37 left to break the throw in a leg where he's not really played his best stuff, as we're used to seeing. Next door, slight adjustment. Inside, double nine. Way inside from Vitor there. Allows Alex another step to the hockey, another chance. Double nine the target. Straight in. Superb double from Alex Manny Peterson as he takes the first leg on throw. Vitor will be looking to put that leg behind him, readjust. And he's readjusted straight into treble 20 bet. Minimum of a ton here, you'd expect. Lovely 140. Superb. A great response as well after a shoddy leg there.
29.
Just the 29 from Alex. Not quite capitalising him. Seems to be catching here. Neither players can sort of find that rhythm of or consistency. Just yet, anyway. There's another 2 or 3 legs to go yet. Lovely treble 20. There's room for more in there. And again, can he fill it up for us, Vitor?
140.
Second 140 the leg. Leaves 197. After just 3 visits to the board. But Alex is applying the pressure back. 85, just 85. Looking for more there. Well, Vitor, can he set it up? Maybe a 2-darter. Lovely treble 19. Will he go back upstairs? Should do, really.
97.
Yes, he does. Squares it up for the ton left after 12 darts. Possible 14-darter. Alex, 204 behind. Nice, just 2 darts. Can he just into the treble? Just the 41. Well, Vitor needs 100 to level this game up. Lovely first dart. Double top for a 14-dart leg. Superb from Vitor Chirua. Takes out the 100 finish. 14-darter. Back on throw. 1 each, guys. A delightful finish after that first leg where he didn't really play his best stuff. He came back there superbly.
45.
And he was quite consistent in that leg. Like I say, a 14-dart leg. A couple of 140s in there. 100 finish. He had 1 shoddy visit. But that was soon put behind him.
7.
Just a 7 to kick things off from Vitor.
140.
Another 140 from Vitor. That's his 3rd in just 2 legs. As he's piling in the scoring now. Just averages 68. But he is firing the scores in.
33. 26. 29.
Nothing in this leg. Both scoring quite steadily. The odd bad visit from the pair, but they are both neck and neck. Just a 60 from Alex. 306. Vitor 288. Needs 140 really to leave a finish. And he's not going to get that. Could be another 6 darts before he gets to a finish. But a great last dart to leave 210. .306 from Alex. Struggling to find the adjustment in, but he's getting a lot of high darts and a lot of low darts. That's struggling to find the adjustment into the treble 20. .76 there to leave 134. Very doable finish, especially for a player like Vitor Chirua.
61.
Just to put it into context, in the last 16, Vitor Chirua averaged 77 in his 3-1 victory over Magnussen, and Alex Manny Peterson only averaged 46.5 in his last 16 win. But every game is different, and he's definitely in this match, especially if Vitor can fail to take out the 65. That's a superb 125 visit to leave 75. And that just highlights that every player can play different in each match. And he might get a chance at this, you know. Vitor wants 53. Yes, 13 leaves tops, Vitor. Double top then to take the leg. Oh, and it's there. That was absolutely ruthless from Vitor. Alex was nowhere in the leg. Hit a 125 to leave 75. And he was denied a chance from Vitor, who broke the throw of Peterson superbly. And he's straight into treble 20 to kick this off this leg.
125.
Beautiful 125 as he looked to hold throw to see this match out and move into the semi-finals. We do have a result of the other quarter-final taking place. Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson, 3-0 victory over Arneson. 76.4 average, again, very respectable. The 3 winners so far in the quarterfinals been Matthias with an 83.5, Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson with a 76.4, and Carl Helge Jonsson, he's seen earlier, with a 60.9 average. 3-0 scoreline probably didn't reflect the game as a whole, but he won 3-0 nonetheless. And the winner of this one will take on Matthias Fredriksson, as Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson and Carl Helge Jonsson will contest the other semi-final. Vitor Chirua is definitely in the driving seat to book his place in the semi-finals and a match against Matthias Fredriksson. .66 scored. He's been down to the big fish. Can he reel it in? We yet to see a 170 finish on the live stream while I've been watching anyway. Carl Helge Jonsson had a superb 164 a couple of weeks ago to win a semi-final. So, Vitor Chirua, over to you. Just into the left-hand side. That treble 20 into treble 5. Lovely treble 20.
94.
Nice 94 scored there to leave 76. A lovely 2-dart finish. Alex Manny Peterson, unfortunately, nowhere near.
44.
Just the 44 allows Vitor a lot of time here with his 76. Oh, he's gone to the cheeky route there, Vitor. Cheeky double-double. Probably going to go for the 18s again there to leave tops. He had a lot of time in his hands, and that was a rather cheeky effort for the 76. There's Alex here looking at 264 onwards. Can't quite chip away at that 264. As Vitor has been ruthless on tops in this match. Can he pin the double top? Onto the double 10. One of his favourite Icelandic doubles, and there it is. Double 10. Sees Vitor Chorua through to the semi-finals here at Live Darts Iceland here in Reykjavik. He will now face Matthias Fredriksson in the semi-finals. A 68 average for Chorua. They got off to a slow start, the pair, but it soon went up in standard. Peter Roderick Gudmundsson will take on Carl Helgi Jonsson on the streaming board next. And all three of those games will be brought live to you here on Live Darts Iceland. So it's Peter Gudmundsson, and he will take on Carl Helgi Jonsson. Hope you're all enjoying the action on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope. The options are there for you. We'll be back very shortly as this match will start off between Peter Gudmundsson and Carl Helgi Jonsson. So Peter Roderick Gudmundsson has won the bullseye. He will kick things off in this first semi-final here at Live Darts Iceland in the Reykjavik Darts Club here in Reykjavik, Iceland. Thanks for joining us once again, guys. It's been an action-packed evening, and there's a lot of quality darts still to be thrown. Lovely 100 for Carl Helgi Jonsson to kick things off for him. Against the throw as he looks to get an early breaker throw, perhaps. Peter sporting a nice Live Darts Iceland shirt there. Another steady visit from Carl Helge. Throws the darts very, very hard. Peter very firm and very deliberate. A 101 visit there to leave 170. Very, very clever. Carl Helge Jonsson, can he leave some sort of finish? He needs to go for the 25 here to guarantee he needed that 25 to leave the 170, but he's stuck up there and probably the wrong choice. 170 can't be done. Peter finds the treble 19 with his last dart in hand. 80 scored, let's leave 90. And what sort of dent can Carl Helge Jonsson put in this 180? Just the 55, sorry. Leaves 125 if he comes back, because Peter Gudmundsson's on 90 now. He wants double 15 to take the first leg. Just in off that barrel if he can. I think is that in? No, it's just, yeah, it was in. He couldn't quite tell. It was just in the corner of the treble 10, double 10 or the double 15, but it was in the corner. And that's the first leg to Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson in this semi-final clash. A nice holder throw. Yeah, he's got an extremely deliberate and strong action. Both kicking off with 85 in this second leg. 60 there from Carl Helge Jonsson. Nice and steady. Straight into treble 20 again, Peter. Another 85 to back up that 85 visit that he kicked off the second leg with. And Carl Helge consistent again, another 100. A lovely last dart from Peter to leave 250, and there's really nothing in this second leg. That's a great first start from Carl Helge Jonsson. Can he find another ton to leave a finish? He does. It's 156 remaining. As he gets to a finish first. Can Peter leave a finish himself? Needs a minimum of 80 to leave a finish. I think that's just 60. Oh, less than that, 43, just into the right-hand side of that treble, into the treble 1. Carl Helge, another superb visit there. 85 leaves 71, and he'll be back for it. As Gudmundsson's back on 207. A 171 would be perfect here. Oh, just to the left-hand side there, into the treble 5. An 85, a 76 visit, leaves 131. That's a very different route here. An extremely strange route for the 71 there. I don't know what he was going for, the 13s or 17s really. Never seen that done before. 114 left, 54 left. So go for single 14 here to leave tops. 91 scored. So Carl Helge Jonsson requires double 5 for a level game. Inside there. Wants double 2. No one misses. And this offers Peter Gudmundsson the opportunity to double his lead and move one leg away from the final. The Icelandic double, can it be landed? To slide just in off that barrel there. No. So it's over to you, Carl Helge Jonsson. Double 2, the target. Inside of that one. Needs to over adjust here. Too much possibly. Leaves the madhouse. But Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson wants double 10 for a 2-0 lead in this semi-final. Great marker. Yes, and finds it. A superb second dart from Gudmundsson as he moves one leg away from tonight's final. A breaker throw as he throws for a place in the final against Vitor Chirua or Matthias Fredriksson, of course, which we will see in our next match on this live stream here at Live Darts Iceland in Reykjavik. Just the 41 for Karl-Helge Jonsson. Gudmundsson adjusts very well there to find the treble 20. That's 81. Averaging 73 so far over the first two legs. There's nothing in the scoring in this particular leg, but Gudmundsson has the advantage of throwing first, so he finds the treble 20 beautifully. Minimum ton here. Yes, a nice steady ton. Leads by 108 points. But Jonsson also finds the treble 20. So still, they're matching each other dart for dart here. But Gudmundsson will be looking to put a dent in this 252, but that 5 won't help. Downstairs is looking great last start to leave 170. He does find it perfectly at the crucial times. And Jonsson is a long way off now. Just a 45 and sort of, it's over to you now, Peter Gudmundsson. Can you reel the big fish in to put your place in the final? No, just into the treble 5. We'll be looking to set this up now. Just a 55, but it is a finish, 115. As Jonsson's not quite on a finish yet, and he might not be by the end of this visit. Just a 55, still not on a finish. So, Gudmundsson has 6 darts from 115. You'd expect him to take this to book his place in the final. 105, maybe the 19s. No, he's going for the 20s. 104 left. Sloppy visit there. So, Karl-Helge Jonsson could put a hole in this 179. But not now. He's slacked first 2 darts there. Oh, and he's disappointed himself there. Just the 30 scored. So 84 for Gudmundsson. Treble 17. For the double 16 for the match. And a place in the final. Just inside. Karl-Helge Jonsson then for a big one. He wants treble 19. Oh, 70 left. Options. 10s or the 18s possibly. Oh, he's stuck up there. Strange decision. To leave 50. So double 8 for Peter Gudmundsson. A place in the final. And it's there. Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson. A 3-0 victory over Karl-Helge Jonsson. A 70 average. Quite respectable as he books his place in the final here in Reykjavik of the latest edition of Live Darts Iceland. He will face Matthias Fredriksson or Vitor Chirua in tonight's final. We're going to take a short break before the second semi-final will get underway between Fredriksson and Chirua.
Choose a side, size of coin. Side coin. Side of coin.
Heads or tails? Tails.
Tails. Heads. So we do go for the bull, 6 darts, and then we go for the bull. Matthias starts. Game on.
So Matthias Fredriksson will get things underway here in this second semi-final here in Reykjavik. Lovely steady action Matthias has. No surprise to anyone that he won the event last week in Reykjavik. The darts dip in nicely as well, so when he sits that first dart just above the treble 20 wire, they sort of slip in each time. He very rarely has any slack darts in the 5 or the 1. But Vitor just kicked things off with a ton to pile the pressure on straight away. But Matthias replies brilliantly with a 140. See what I mean about the darts landing so beautifully, and he throws the dart so firm as well. And they're straight in the treble 20 or just above. And Chirua straight into the treble. And again, this is a superb standard of match and exactly what we expected. Probably two of the best players in Icelandic darts going face to face. Oh, and this is a great visit again, 96. A solid start from both players. Just a 45. As the grimace is on the face of Chirua after that visit. After he thought he possibly should have done more. 61 for Fredriksson. Leaves him on a finish. It's 155, leaves 150. So 144 plays 150. But first it's Matthias Fredriksson. He wants 144. He's dragged it way down there. Leave the 19 here to leave a ton. 3 bullseyes, Vitor? Possibly not. But he wants another one of those for double 18. Oh, that's just to the right. That was so unlucky from Vitor Chirua. A perfect first dart. Looked to follow it with another one, and it's just flicked off the barrel and gone to the right of the treble 19 into the treble 3. It was a great effort. He's 84. 66 scored, so that leaves 84. Well, Matthias Fredriksson wants a ton. 100 finish. Maybe 2 tops here. No, he's not gone for it. He's gone for the treble instead. Straight solid 60. put some pressure on Vitor Chirua to take out 64 to take the first leg. He's done the hard bit. Treble 18 leaves double 16, sorry, double 8. And it's right into the corner. A 1-0 lead for Vitor Chirua. And it's a break of throw. As he gets the advantage straight away after a great leg from both players. First 9 darts was remarkable. It was an 84 average for Vitor in that first leg. A great display of finishing as well. Matthias finds the treble 20 straight away, and again, can he fill this up? Come on, Matty. A superb 180 from Matthias Fredriksson to kick off the second leg in some style. As he fist pumps the members of the audience there. Now Vitor, can he apply the pressure back? A nice solid ton visit. Matthias, treble 20, 4 perfect darts. He shakes his head. He knew he had a possibility of attempting the 9 darter there. But it's a great first 6 darts. Vitor, minimum of 100 here, you'd say, from that lie. Oh, and he's dragged it completely over to the right. So Matthias, we're looking for a breaker throwback. He's more or less stolen the darts, especially with that first dart. And another solid ton visit. And a possible 12 dart leg is on for Matthias. So Vitor Chirua, 236. 39 scored, leaves 197. So he needs a treble of some sort. And he's into the treble 3 there. Just the 48 does not leave a finish, so Matthias has 6 darts from this 1-2-1. Doesn't need to go for the treble 17, but he has anyway. 84. Lovely last dart, leaves double 12 for a potential 13 dart leg. Capping off another superb leg from Fredriksson. Chirua 23 scored. 165. And he can't even leave a finish. A bogey number, and it's another 6 darts now for Fredriksson. Just inside the 12 there, double 6. Maybe bust it, possibly. Or maybe that could have been an option for him, with having another 3 darts in his hand. So Chirua will be eventually looking to leave a finish. It's not been a leg to remember for the Portuguese ace here. Fredriksson wants double 3 for a level game, and he does deserve it. The way he's played in this leg has been brilliant. But double trouble. You should have done that in the first place, Matthias. So it's Shanghai, Chirua. Just underneath that one to leave tops. He's stacked over it. So be interesting to see what Matthias Fredriksson goes for here. Will he switch, mate? Will he stay on the double 3? Same again. 1 for double 1. Madhouse. No, it's inside. And he'll be absolutely mortified because the way he started this leg with a 180, then back-to-back tons, potential 12 dart leg was on, and then 12 darts later he's still not finished the leg off. Well, Chirua could have stole it there with the double 10. Fredriksson just takes a second to compose himself. It's not a bad lie. Flick off that one into the double 3. And it's not there again. He's struggling on the doubles. So Vitor, the Icelandic double. And he finds it. A 2-0 lead. You'd probably say it wasn't deserved, but you've got to hit your double if you want to win a leg. So How will Matthias Fredriksson respond to that? Just a 31, and Chirua is in the driving seat here. 2-0 lead, and he can steal the darts. He stole the darts already with that first dart. Oh, and superb. Can he fill this up, Vitor? Nice 140. That'll do. Matthias, a nice straight 60, but will it be enough at this point? Because Vitor Chirua has stole the darts. And you'd say from here, it's his to lose this leg.
41.
Just a 41, and the door might open here for Matty if he can find a treble 20. Just over the top there. 2 greatly placed darts. And 100 was begging there, and he hit it superbly. Nothing in this leg now. It's over to Chirua to finds the treble 20 beautifully there.
100.
Nice solid 100. Leads by 90 points, but Matty has the throw. Can he find a 140? No, just into the 80, just into the treble 1 for an 83 visit. Only 7 points separating the pair. So Chirua will be looking to at least leave a finish. Another single 20 guarantees that.
45.
Oh, and he slips right when he needed it. Right when he needed just a solid straight 20. And can Matty fire in a straight? No, we can't stay straight either. The treble's needed.
43.
Just a 43, so it's a level game here. Neck and neck. It's going to be a massive like this. Either Vitor Chirua comes away with a 3-0 victory and a place in the final, or Matty reduces the arrears to 2-1. Huge leg in the context of this match.
83.
And a vital treble 19 to score 83 to leave 92 when he comes back. Now Matty, can he pile the pressure in here? I thought it'd be sensational there, but just 100. There's some pressure though on Chirua here, and he's 92. He's chose the bullseye route. 86 left. Going to go treble 18 here. Just clarifying that it was in the 6. Treble 17 is going to look to set this up with now.
18.
Finds the treble 3. That's 74. So Matthias Fredriksson. Oh, he needs a treble 17 now as well. 66 left. So a gilt-edged end to this second semi-final. Well, Vitor Chirua wants 74 to kill it off. 60. He's going to have to go 15 bull here. It's a big risk going for the 25. Surely he won't risk it. With Fredriksson on 51. Yeah, he's gone for the 15. For the bullseye, for the match. Just in the 25. So Matthias Fredriksson has a chance here. And a big chance. 11 or the 19s. I think he's aiming at the 19s for double 16. Double 16 for a 2-1.
19.
And he can't find it. He's really struggling on the doubles. Fredriksson at the minute. His scoring's been superb, but his finishing just hasn't been there. So Chirua wants double 12. A 3-0 victory. And it could have been any scoreline that match. It could have gone all 5 legs. But Chirua ruthlessly chances a 3-0 victory over last week's winner, Matthias Fredriksson. And he, of course, sets up a final with Peter Gudmundsson. The final will get underway in about 5 minutes' time as the 2 finalists take a minute to make some last-minute preparations. And those preparations for Vitor is straight onto the board again, getting his practice darts in. So yeah, it's a strange semi-final, to be fair, that one, because Matthias really scored heavily, but especially that second leg absolutely killed him because he was on a potential 12-dart leg. He went 180, 100, 100, left 1-2-1, and then 12, 15, 18 darts later, he still hadn't won the leg. So it did affect him at the start of the second leg as Vitor piled in the treble 20s, and his finishing was on point from Vitor. He missed very little doubles, took his chances, and he definitely pinched the second leg. And with doing that, gave him added confidence moving into the third and final leg. And he books his place in yet another Live Darts Iceland final. And Matthias can definitely think of himself as being unlucky there. So we're nearly ready for our final here in Reykjavik. This latest Live Darts Iceland event between Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson and Vitor Chirua. Yeah, moving back to the event that Vitor Chirua won 2 events ago, which was August event number 1. He defeated Carl Helge Jonsson 4-2 in that particular final. Over the course of the day, he was very consistent, 78 average in the final, 78 average semis, and he played well over the course of the event. In the previous event, he actually lost out in the quarterfinals to Gudmundsson. Not this Gudmundsson, a different Gudmundsson, not Peter Fredrik Gudmundsson. Speaking of Peter Fredrik Gudmundsson, he reached the semi-finals in our previous event, losing out to his namesake. And Matthias Fredrik. Matthias Fredriksson actually reached the final and won the last event in Reykjavik, and this is, of course, the 3rd event of August. We have a final between Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson and Vitor Chirua.
Þetta skoða þetta? Nei, ég er bara brjálaður. Já. Ekki leik. Ég ætla að vera að skoða startu og vera brjálaður. Nei.
Once again, guys, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. We are available on Facebook Live, Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, all the platforms where you can watch these events. Don't forget to sign up to Patreon, where they can help make these streams possible. We're not got our normal commentary team on this evening with Robbie Dove and Christopher Vikstrand, but I've tried my best on my own. My name's Tom Beresford, and I've been describing the action to you this evening. Hope I've not rambled on too much for you.
With tails? Tails. 6 darts, and then we throw for the bull.
Oh, just the 6 practice darts from each player, and then we will throw for the bullseye to determine who throws first in the final. This final is the best of 7 legs in format. So who will claim the third event here in August in Reykjavik, part of Live Dice Iceland? Can Vitor Churro win his second event of August? Or can Peter Rudrik Gudmundsson win his first event of the month here in Reykjavik?
Vitor to throw for goal.
I know that several of my
20.
followers over on Twitter are enjoying the action, such as Geronimo Darts, and a shout out to Martin Hawkins from Denmark.
Also 25.
He also enjoys watching the Live Darts Iceland stream a lot, and thanks guys for the support and the support of the Live Darts Iceland, and we're trying to make this these streams as best as we can. Also a nice shout out to Patrick Buss, who's compiling all the stats together for each Live Darts Iceland event. If you follow Patrick at Patrick180Bus on Twitter, you can see all the relevant tables and order of merits and stats from each event here in Reykjavik. We're growing week on week, and it's great to be able to bring these streams to you on such platforms as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope. And we're just about to kick off the final.
7 legs.
Best of 7 legs, as you can hear there. And it's Vitor to throw first. As this evening of darts draws to a close, let's hope the best match of the night is saved till last. As Gudmundsson fires into the treble. Couldn't quite follow it.
17.
Just the 58 for Chirua. Gudmundsson into the treble 20 of his first dart once again. Just tucked underneath there.
100.
A nice solid 100 visit. There's not a lot really in this one in the scoring, but Peter has found a treble 20 with his first dart of all his first 3 visits that he's had to the board, and that's a superb 140 to leave 191 after just 3 visits to the board, and it's a great start for Gudmundsson, as he has more or less stolen the darts here in the first leg.
26.
Just 26 from Churu as well. A massive margin here if he can set up a decent out here. Just a 43. Still a finish though. 148. As Chirua needs a treble at least to leave a finish. And those first 2 darts are lackluster.
70.
It's a great last one. It's not a finish though. So Gudmundsson has 6 darts from 148. It's a nice lie. Looks to flick off that barrel into the treble, and he does. Another one of those.
100.
A nice solid 100 to leave 48 after 15 darts. So a nice steady leg here from Gudmundsson. Churu went into the treble but couldn't follow it.
81.
Just the 81, 115 if he does come back. As Gudmundsson wants 48 to take the first leg for a breaker throw. Double top. That's way off.
8.
Couldn't quite find the adjustment for the double top. As Churro wants 115 to whole throw. 90 left. Possibly the treble 18. He does like the double 18, so the treble 18 could be the route. 72 left. Oh, and he's hit the 7 there. So 65 when he comes back, if he comes back. Because Goodmanson is looking at tops here for a breaker throw. Just flick off the barrel into the double top. Oh, and he's not guaranteed himself another dart to the double. It's 35 remaining. And he's gone into the treble 3 to leave 26 there. So Chirua wants 65. Probably the 25 here. That's 53. He's done this before. He did this earlier on in his previous match. The exact same hole as well. 53. Well, double top. He's been lethal on this tonight.
25.
Just over the top of it. Not this time. So Peter Goodmanson wants double 13. Oh, he's not gone for it. He's gone 6 for double 10. Will it pay off or will it not? Yes, it will. The Icelandic double, the famous double 10, has been hit by Peter Rudrik Goodmanson. It's a breaker throw and a 1-0 lead in the final. Just the 41. A nice 95 to follow up on Chirua's 95 visit. Just the 22 though from Vitor. Not really playing at the top of his game, averaging just 58.
66.
It's catching and Peter just manages to fire his last dart into the treble 20. Yeah, both players not averaging what they're capable of, but I'm sure they will settle into this final as the legs go on. Vitor, 81. So Peter Goodmanson on 299. 19's first. 59. Now Chirua on 303, the professional shot would be the 19s because you get the 133 to leave the 117. That's what he's gone for. But he's going to need to adjust well to find the treble 19, which he can't do.
98.
Nice 98 visit. 205 gets himself back into this leg. There's Goodmanson on 240. Needs a treble.
100.
And he gets one right on cue with his last dart to leave 140 finish. Chirua will be looking to leave a finish, but he's hit the 5 with the first dart. So he's going to need something here. .45 would be enough for a finish, but he's done better than that. He's scored 85 to leave Shanghai. So Goodmanson 140, a huge shot, and he can't do it. Drifts into the 5, and now the treble 5. And that's an awkward lie, so he's going to have to go downstairs. Just a 20 scored, but will he sort of try and flick it past them two?
23.
He's tried doing it safely, and he's slipped into the treble 1. So Shanghai for Vitor. So nice lie, just underneath that one will do. Oh, and that's so close. Very, very unlucky.
60.
60 scored, means 60 left. Unless Goodmanson can fire in 117. This would be a huge shot to go 2-0 up. Treble 19 needed. For double top. Composing himself. Double top for a 2-0 lead.
77.
Just over the top of the wire. As Vitor Charrua needs 60 to level up this final. Nice first start. Just over the top of the wire. Wants just underneath that barrel. And it's a superb switch. As he finds the middle of the treble of the double top bed to level up this final. And it's another breaker throw.
36.
2 legs played and 2 breaks. But just the 36 to start things off, which opens the door up for Peter. Lovely treble 20.
100.
And a nice solid 100 score. As a breaker throw could be on again. Finds the treble 20 of his first start there. 83. Both players averaging 64 so far. There's been nothing in this match so far. They've both been finishing pretty well. It's a nice 1-2-7 visit from Charrua, which gets him back in this leg, and it really is level pegging all the way. Goodmanson. Nice switch to the treble 20, and then it's a nice 100 back. Pressure on Charrua here. On throw. Pressure's off now. We needed to stay straight there, really.
85.
It's an 85 though, and there's nothing really in this leg at all. Goodmanson with a slight lead. And he's gone way into the 7 there. So it's 2-11. A random switch there. Don't know what that treble 16 was all about, but it's a nice little setup. 143. A doable finish. A Charrua of 45 would not be enough here. Needs a treble of some sort.
45.
And it's just over the top. 6 darts for Goodmanson from 143. Just under the treble. An awkward dart to get past, possibly. And it proved to be the case. Just 21, so 122 the target.
75.
Switches for the 18s. And finds it. And Vitor cannot find anything. It's looking like we're going to get a third breaker throw in 3 legs. Goodmanson wants 68, a fantastic first start. Double 4.
No score.
And he's completely miscounted there. I don't know what he was thinking of there. The first start in the treble 20 was absolutely plumb and was just waiting for Goodmanson to find the double 4, and he's just completely miscounted. 58 for Charrua, so 68. Yes, Peter, 68 is the target. And he'll know that this time. Can he find the same hole? Not quite. 48, 8 or 16, leaves tops for 2-1 lead.
48.
Now, can he be made to pay for that miscount? If Charrua can find this 86. Same again. Oh, he's missed a big number. Absolutely criminal from Vitor there.
7.
Vitor wants the Icelandic double to spare his blushes. Double 10. Coming off that barrel is a good marker.
10 score.
And he's gone inside. In his last match, Vitor Chirua made the most of
Game shot.
the missed opportunities from Matthias Fredriksson. He's done just that in this one. Goodmanson missed a stack of doubles after busting 68. And he's took his chance and he leads 2-1 in the final.
100.
And he really does take his chances well. And he hit the double straight away there, and he's straight into the triple 20 here. Downstairs.
137.
A lovely 137 start from Chirua. Nice solid straight 60. So there's nothing in the scoring stakes in this fourth leg, as Peter Goodmanson will be looking to put that last leg behind him completely and level this match. It's a lovely 140 visit from him, as he leaves 201 and a handy lead in this fourth leg. Just 9 darts thrown.
60.
Just 60. He does have the darts, Goodmanson. Nice second dart, but looking to just go underneath that one. Just 41. Does leave a finish though, and he'll have 6 darts from this 160. Maybe even more than 6 darts. Chirua struggling here. Just the 26, and he does get another 6 darts. So he set up 76 here, Goodmanson. With Chirua way back on 236, he's going to have another opportunity to mop up this 76 to level the game up at 2 apiece. And he's got another 6 darts. Chirua's really not put a hole in the score at all. 56 left. Tops he wants for a level game.
36.
Just over the top wire of the tops there. Lovely treble 20. Another one would be lovely. Just over the top wire of that treble 20.
100.
100 puts a bit of pressure on Peter here. He wants double top for 2 all. Wants to just come in a bit more below that one. And it's there, 2 apiece. We now have a best of 3 game. And it's Vitor back on throw. Just the 55 to start. As Goodmanson piles the darts into treble 20. Just the 85 though. He'd have been looking for more from that visit. Vitor straight into the treble 20, and again, can we see a 180 here?
180.
Of course, never in doubt. Vitor Chirua, a crucial 180 in the context of this leg. That's the second one we've seen this evening. Second one in 2 matches, actually, because Matthias Fredriksson hit one in his semi-final match with Vitor. Looking for 96. Right on cue to leave 170. He's absolutely miles in front. If he loses this leg, he will be kicking himself all the way to Portugal.
95.
Another one of those would be lovely.
96.
96 leaves 74 for a potential 14 darter. Goodmanson way back on 291. Can't really do anything to pressurise this 74.
60.
So Vitor Teruel is looking good for a 3-2 lead and to move just one leg away from his second tournament win in August. Double top here.
34.
Over the top wire of the tops. 2-3-1. Goodmanson back on. Doesn't quite leave a finish. But Churro wants tops again. He's got 6 darts at this. He might need them. 35 remaining.
60.
He leaves the double 12, a preferred route. He did hit that to defeat Matthias Fredriksson in the second semi-final. And it's a double which he fancied. He likes the double 18 as well, and they're directly opposite each other. So you can understand him leaving the double 12. So double 12 for Vitor for a 3-2 lead. Straight. Second dart, straight in there. 3-2 lead for Vitor Chorua, who moves one leg away from his second Live Darts Iceland title of the month. After winning a couple of weeks ago here in Reykjavik.
100.
A nice solid 100 visit though from Goodmanson to kick off leg number 6. Can we see a 7th and deciding leg? By the way the legs started off, then possibly we may. As Goodmanson looks to put in a steady leg here to force a decider. And he's straight into treble 20. Just to the left of it there.
135.
Absolutely fantastic visit. A 135 visit to leave 266 after just 2 visits to the board. But Vitor's starting to find the treble 20 as well.
76.
Just a 76, he'd be very disappointed with the last start, especially there. So Goodmanson looking for a 96 minimum. Maybe more than that now. Beautiful darts. Can he fill it up? Yes, he can.
180.
Stunning darts from Goodmanson, who leaves 86 after just 9 darts. A stunning leg of darts here from Peter. Can he kill it in 2 for an 11 dart leg? That would be absolutely sensational. We are looking like we're going to a 7th and deciding leg, so double 16 for an 11 dart leg, possible 12.
54.
That's a great. It was a great first dart, and the 11 dart leg looked like it was on. But he's got so much time here. 330 points in front. So double 16 for Peter Rudrik Goodmanson to force a 7th and deciding leg. Double 8 now. An awkward lie just inside of that one will do.
24.
And maybe the thought on his mind was, I'm so far in front, I can afford to miss a few doubles. And what could have been an 11 dart leg is now potential 16. But that won't bother as long as he gets the legs sewn up. That's a great visit there from Vitor to leave 141. But Peter will be looking to pin double 4. Inside of that one, it's starting to tell here. And no. And could Vitor Chirua get a match start here? 141 the target. He can find the treble 20 here. Yes, he can. Treble 19, Vitor. Oh, so unlucky. 62 remaining. Treble 10 will be aiming for now. 47. But will he get another opportunity? As Peter, he's double 2. Force a decider, and that's just underneath the wire. He's to flick off that barrel. If he doesn't fix this, and he needed that with that last dart. He was 330 points in front of that leg, and he just took it out with Vitor on 47. By the skin of his teeth, just managed to force a deciding leg. And we did say it that before this match started, that probably 2 of the best players in Icelandic darts, and it was destined to go all the way, and it's not disappointed, folks. And Vitor Chirua has kicked off with a splendid 135 with the darts as he looks to win his second Live Darts Iceland title in August. Well, yeah, for Goodmanson, it was an excellent first 9 darts. Left 86 after 3 visits. Potential 11 darter as well after he hit the treble 18 to leave the double 16. And then I think because he was so far in front, I think that sort of got to him. And he just managed to see the leg off. And he's piled in a superb 140 visit. And there's just 36 points in this leg. Oh, and Vitor this time. A slack visit.
66.
And he fires in the treble 20 with his last dart there, crucially. As he leaves 204 after just 9 darts. Another solid leg. The overall average is not quite reflecting on how they both played after that, especially after that last leg. And there's really nothing in the scoring stakes here, and Vitor wants 2-0, setting it up. That finds a treble with that, and 140 would be beautiful here. A 100 would be just as good. Leaves a finish. Well, Goodmanson will be on a finish after these 3 darts, unless he really messes it up.
60.
Yeah, it's only 60, but 104 is a lot better than 148. And Chirua could see the match up here with these 3 darts. Not now, because he needs 99. Which is not doable in 2 darts. So, Peter Rudrik Goodmanson could end this match in some style with a 148.
44.
And he's going to need it, really. Just under the treble 20.
60.
So then, ladies and gentlemen, Vitor Chirua wants 60 to claim August event number 3 here in Reykjavik. A nice first start, great lie. Just adjust into the tops. Just under that one off the barrel, maybe. It's a nice marker. Steps to the left-hand side of the hockey.
40.
Can't quite find it. So it's over to you, Peter. Peter Rudrik Goodmanson wants 88. He's going to have to go 18 bullseye here. Wants the bullseye. Just inches away. Peter Rudrik Goodmanson nearly snatched the final there. And what better double to win a final than on the Icelandic double 10. Vitor wants double 5. It's there. And Vitor Chirua wins his second Live Darts Iceland event in August. 2 out of 3 events. He's the Portuguese star. And the And the Tash himself, Vitor Chirua.
Second greatest.
Fantastic. 4-3 victory over Rudrik Goodmanson. Vitor Rudrik Goodmanson. A great end to the final. And thank you very much for watching the action here from Reykjavik. For Vitor Chirua, it was a fantastic win. Both players actually had the chances to win, which is always good to see in a final. I've been Tom Beresford. Until next time, we've been Live Darts Iceland, and thank you very much for watching. Have a good night, guys.
Skammarvelun Garðar Magnússon.
Hvað er það mikið? 20 skall.
Það er alltaf næsta sem við meðum okkur.
Sko, ef þú spilar hérna á 500 skall. Ef þú spilar í spilakvöldi eldri borgara, þá eru skammarverðinu bara ótrúlega góð, sko.
Annað sæti Pétur Rúrik Guðmundsson.
Nei, er það 3 eitthvað?
Takk að þér, kallum.
Þykir svo segja að vera 3. Komum við svona enga blöðja.
Fyrsta sæti Vítor Bjóa.
Og það er fyrir gullu,
Það
sko.
var meant to be bara. Gekkja.
Það namn mín, sko.
Já, ég sé það. Það er rosalega mikið.
Þú veist,
Það er fyrir ég sé í meginum.
Það namn mín.
nú fæ ég engan tíma. Það er bara að leikast.
Það er fyrir ég sé í meginum.
Það er ekki að mála það, það er ekki að gefa dótturina.
Fyrstu nýjum með það.
Já, ná, já. Já, ég sé að búin að setja lag.
Já, maður getur... Nei! Þetta flýgur sjálfur, sko.
Pétur, keppni Pétur.